this week's Keeping It Real, Cam Marston tells us about a bomb maker he met who sends the bombs he makes to his friends. Oddly enough, you and I should be happy he's doing it.
There's a man on the outskirts of Mobile who spends a good part of his day making bombs. He uses items he finds around town and buys from retail stores. He then sends his bombs to his buddies to see if they can disarm them. It's a game, and believe me, it's a game you and I should be grateful they're playing. I'm participating in a 7-week course called the FBI Citizens Academy. For 2 hours each week, about 20 of us hear how the FBI works, and we meet their agents. Last night, we met the bomb guy. He stays sharp by creating bombs that he may encounter made by the bad guys. He tries to get in their heads by making bombs out of the same materials they would. The bombs out there, he says, are getting more sophisticated as the items available to the public are getting more sophisticated. He mentioned light-sensitive triggers, much like the light sensors on my floodlights that toggle their nighttime settings. The closest parallel I've come up with is that the FBI is like a hospital emergency room. People go to the emergency room because something bad has happened. Similarly, the FBI doesn't act because something good is happening. They react to bad threats, bad news, and bad events. And I learned last night, just like the emergency rooms have busy seasons like Halloween and New Year's Eve, the FBI gets busier around Christmas, a Christian holiday where people gather to celebrate their Christian faith is a dinner bell for some bad guys. Underground news begins percolating and rumors of attacks ramp up around the holidays. The FBI responds to all of it, every one. And the bomb guy stands by, ready to defuse the device, explode it safely, or, worst case scenario, examine the scene for evidence and ask witnesses many seemingly irrelevant questions, including, what color was the smoke? All of it helps to solve the puzzle and find the maker. You and I live mostly unaware of the complexity of the work of the bad guys. We live mostly unaware of the constant activity of the FBI. It's white-collar crime, violent crime, sextortion, terrorism, and much more. Add to that the sometimes brutal criticism from the public, who knows nothing about their work, yet feels superior enough to criticize, including our former and perhaps future commander-in-chief. Keeping the team motivated must be difficult. They're focused day and night on evil, malice, and destruction, often without the support of the loudest voices in our communities and nation. But my takeaway is that these are tough men and women who are compelled to serve, to simply serve. They're givers in a land of takers, every one of them. 6 weeks ago, our class began with this. The bad guys want to be bad. The good guys want to be good. The bad guys work hard every day to be bad. The good guys work very hard every day to be good. And the bad guys only need to be bad once. Before the class began, I was fond of the FBI. 6 weeks later, I'm deeply grateful. I'm Cam Marston, just trying to keep it real.
To hear more commentaries, search for Keeping It Real with Cam Marston on your favorite podcast app or follow Cam Marston on social media.